Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to build your 350C input, forward input, and direct drum today. And we're going to start out with putting our seals on our pistons here. We've got our clutches already soaked. These two internal seals here are the exact same. Now I have the pistons sitting down the way that you should install these seals, which is with the inside facing up towards you. We're going to put those in the middle really fast. And I'll show you the difference of the outside seals in one moment. Alright, now on your forward input drum, this one has a spring perch that sits down actually on top of it and stays into place. Flip these back over here. Now for your forward input drum, which is this one, your last three digits on your seal are 292. I don't know if you can get in there, Shawn, and see that. When it works okay. It just takes it a second. I'll have to edit that. That's okay. And now your other one is 054. Okay. Back out. Whoa. Freaking 3D. Got that dang Hollywood camera up in here, son. I'm gonna wipe these off really quick, but these are not available to the public anymore. I've looked and tried to find these things. Everyone's asked me where to find these, and they don't even make them anymore. And they, all they give you these days is a freaking lip seal wizard. And people hate these things. I don't, I like them, but people hate the wizard. Let's get a little bit of grease, and I've got a little bit of fluid somewhere I'm going to put into this forward drum here just to lube it up. Alright, now your bigger of the two is for your forward piston. We're going to smack that thing down flush on the table like that into the inside, and then we're going to do the outside just barely above the seal right there, just like that, just barely above it. A little rotation. Now your piston is installed. Got to get your spring perch next, and then we're going to go over to our foot press and grab both of them here, snap rings, and slide over here real fast. Alright, now we're still on our forward input drum here. Start out with a wavy in the bottom, followed by a steel disc. And now you alternate with a friction and then a steel disc until you get to the top, and you'll end with a friction. Alright. You got about 45 thousandths there that you've got to find a plate for, and I've got one right here. It looks like nice and thin. These there's three different kinds of these plates: a thin one, and then there's a medium size, and there's a thicker one that has, like, you know, it's a step down to get the clearance right into these drums. This one looks to be okay. You want to make sure that this upper friction spins when you put pressure onto your top plate, and that looks good. Turbo 350, you don't have to necessarily set your clearance perfectly. As long as that thing spins on top, you're good. And as long as you don't have too much play in it, because I keep these things pretty tight. And we've got these two snap rings here, have a slit on the end of them, or it's chamfered like that. And that goes right in here to the top. And, oh dang. Fly that thing right back in here. She ain't wanting to sit today. That feels really nice. It feels good. Top one spins. Go ahead and flip that thing over. Get your bearings seated. And it's on to your direct drum next, which is right here. I'm going to go ahead and put this sprag on. We've already checked it. That's a good sprag. Now we want to lube up this race a little bit. slide that on there. We want to get a little bit of transmission fluid out of my 10-gallon jug because I'm just built different. And we're going to do that. Now we're going to slide our cage cap back on, our retainer cap, and our snap ring, and get this back into place. Now that's a one-way clutch down there. It only spins one way. That is counterclockwise. Flip that thing over and get you a little bit of grease in there. And just a dab of trans fluid. Don't need a whole lot. You want to get a little bit of grease on your seals again. Same thing as your forward drum. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult to get in there. I put this one in the drum first instead of on the table. Then I put the piston onto the table and then flush with your lip seal ring here. And then push it in just a hair. And you got to be gentle right here. Nice and straight the whole time. Add some pressure and then twist. Once you feel it start to fall, here's our booger. If it don't go in the first time, pull it right back out. Try it again. Boy, she's been a booger today. Boy, it's really been a booger today. Wow. That drag drum will give you hell, man, I'm telling you. But if you don't have much patience, you'll end up throwing a wrench, you'll end up cussing one of your coworkers out, or you'll end up drinking a 12-pack. I'm not a fan of any of those three, so deep breath, everybody. It's all good. Y'all talk shit on the freaking lip wizard. Y'all talk shit on the lip wizard. I'm telling you. And everybody's like, "Oh, give me some of these." No, when that fails, the damn lip wizard works, bro. I'm telling you, nobody likes this freaking disc. Everybody online's like, "I hate the lip wizard. They cost too much money." Dude, I've freaking been using this same lip wizard for 3 weeks now. There ain't no cuts in it or nothing. Thanks, Transtech. Making a good part. Good quality part. Good quality tool. Okay, now that we've beat that dragon, let's get this freaking spring perch in here, get our snap ring on, stack the clutch pack up, and it's done. God dang it. It's taking way too long. I'm glad I wasn't doing a speed run because I would have finished last. That freaking seal really gave me hell. Now we're going to make sure we air test that too. This one, there's no wavy in the bottom. You can just start with a steel, get you a friction, steel friction, alternate that all the way up to the top. Now you can see we've got a little bigger ridge here that we got to clear, so we're going to get the medium-sized top plate, and it's got the bigger ridge here on the bottom, and that'll seal up some of that clearance. Again, we want to make sure this spins on top. Top friction spins, that's good. We'll make sure it's got a little play in it. That's good. Let's throw the snap ring in here. Just like so. There's your 350C drums. Ready to go. After that direct drum, goodness, I do not condone the use of tobacco products or nicotine if you're under the age of 21. I don't want to be hit with that. I'm probably going to blur that out now just to be safe. I got a double decker in. Pow, pow. Alright, let's get our rings on this pump so we can air test and make sure that this freaking direct drum that gave us so much hell works right. Pull this apart. You got 2 whites on the top. You can put these on however you want. I'm going to walk these things down here. These things are pretty durable, so you don't have to be super, what do they call it, Barbie handish with it, you know, being a pansy. Oh my gosh, just didn't want to break it. It's like these things freaking are tougher than half of you men out there. They won't break. Most of you will break. Alright, now 2 whites on the top. Let's get our washer on here with a shim just to mimic the way it's going to sit inside of the transmission. And there's my pump washer. There's my pump bearing, rather, not washer. There's my washer, my shim. Now, wonderful. Now we're going to take this, shove it right in here. Just like that, and we're going to get our air gun and make sure that all of our pistons, 1, 2, 3, work the way they should. I was talking about the Teflon rings. Well, just the stator rings, rather, not the Teflon rings. They're normally Teflon, and they're normally orange, not white. I wasn't making a joke about race.
Canceled.
Canceled? I might as well freaking suck on this air gun. God dang it. They're gonna freaking fire me. They're gonna be like, nope, you can't post on YouTube anymore. God dang it. Alright. If I can remember which hole's which here. Yep, and here's your forward drum. That's working good. There's your direct drum too. And you can put your finger over this hole. Works good. And there's your intermediate clutch pack piston. That works good as well. That's a really good set of drums, and the pump's good. Everything seals up right. I don't see any cross leaks. Let's get this thing in the case and get it back in the truck.